That final pick, Pango, is incredibly strong, and the Secret, they're, you know, sort of classic puppy style. He's let that Monkey King get through for a second game after it had an incredible showing in game one. I don't think Arme's going to have too much more trouble here. I think Arme's going to have just as good of a time. Forward to this one to see if Secret can step it up and shake PSG.LGD off sort of the tracks that they've set themselves after that game one. Because after that first game, it really did seem that PSG.LGD, they just got Secret in a position where Secret just could never really make any sort of move. It was too late by the time they started
Team Secret. They had no real team fight to contest what PSG.LGD had. This time around, you know, this Alchemist could easily pop off. They have Earth Spirit, who is much more active early on than Mirana is.
Well, we'll see if they can sort of play a little more aggressive, you know, stop Arme from getting what was a fantastic Battle Fury Ag's timing that he managed to pick up in game one.
If someone can stop Monkey King from popping off, that's Venomancer. As a Monkey King, you don't have any way of dispelling things in terms of like your position 4 and 5. They don't provide you with any, like even after your BKB is down, you're always gonna be afraid of that Venomancer. So this time around, probably expecting the same item build coming up from the Arme's Monkey King. Might even be forced to get a second item, a BKB, to be able to fight. Like considering how this game is developing, it's definitely gonna be a Battle Fury into either Ags or a BKB. They have a ton of magical damage. If he needs to fight with the team, might be forced to get a BKB as a second item.
And as for Matumbaman, how do you sort of see his road of farming this game? You know, is there much that he's going to have to be concerned with when it comes to what PSG.LGD can do to try and shut down the Alk early on?
They have a good one thing that PSG.LGD got is heroes that can go into the jungle and pressure Alchemist. You're always going to be afraid of this Mirana rotation, Void Spirit, one of the most maneuverable heroes in the game. ET scouting things out, like even Pangolier, like these are one of the best ones that just go inside the jungle and try to contest Alchemist farm.
Let's see how things go in the mid lane this game. As last time round, Nisha had a very tough time on the Ember Spirit. Did all right in the lane, of course, but when it comes to actually being able to make aggressive plays, wasn't able to achieve too much at all. This time round, on the puck, arguably a much better hero in the meta. Definitely expect Nisha to have a much better potential for making those mid-move works.
I feel like I've said this so many times throughout this tournament. Void Spirit always pretty much has an upper hand until puck gets level 6, then you can see the rotations, especially with the Earth Spirit, something that Team Liquid really loves to do, have anything that can break the coil. So this time around there is a kick. So you can expect Earth Spirit coming in on the mid lane once puck hits level 6. Top lane, Y taking a lot of damage already.
Whoops.
Trying to draw attention away from Arme. Arme does have the wave in a pretty good position. We'll see if any pulls, side pulls are being able to be put in place to try and disrupt that. Again. Why? This is of course rather tanky as the Zai and Yapsel, quite able to really threaten his life, but trading with him back and forth to keep their focus there. It does mean that Zai and Yapsel won't be able to step back to try and manipulate the wave control.
They want to pull the lane back so that they have a longer lane to work with. A lot of kill potential coming out from the Earth Spirit when hits level 2. Y needs to be careful. He's just contesting the pull. Yapsel wants to pull the lane back, drags the creep wave to the side.
Bonus damage from the Spirit early on. Can afford to step up and get some good solid punches. Zai. Down on the bottom lane, as the farm looking for the Timberman. No struggle so far. If behind getting aggressive onto Puppy.
Denied.
Orb of Venom to have the gold for the forward corrosion on the way out.
A lot of kill potential once you get that Orb of Corrosion, the minus armor plus the lucky shot, the slows. You get caught outside of the position. The good thing they have is Fortune's End to dispel those kind of things, but still still need to be very careful. You misuse it top lane, why? Like, he's not gonna have a good time. In this lane, Elder Titan is not that kind of a bully that can just zone people out, trade well. You're playing against the Venomancer, you're playing against the Earth Spirit. They could easily threaten to kill you. Like one stun into Gale, you're pretty much done.
And Arme himself, of course, now Zai's hit the 3-2 points to the Gale. Arme taking a lot of damage in this trade. Might be able to threaten his life with the Absol swinging around. Arme getting low. Zai is able to block off the roll. The Absol will keep Arme safe enough to get back underneath the tower.
They're running low on region.
Yeah.
There is Gale available, plus a roll in 4 seconds. This should be the first blood.
Arme could be in
they
trouble.
Might get both of them,
I mean, Zai's taking hits from the tower, though. We'll see who's going to be first to go down. Why? He'll be the first to fall, but Zai does still go down. So Arme able to get a nice dose of XP from that. And if anything, with the ET dead, does mean that Y's going to be able to bring some regeneration back to the lane.
That's what's important, you know. Buy a healing salve for Arme. He's also very low on mana, needs to bring something with the courier, or he's gonna drop. Yeah, he's just gonna drop things. It's a full power treads on Arme.
You're almost as good as me.
All in all, that dive not really working out for Secret. I guess the benefits there from the first blood, but losing the offlaner and Arme being able to live, especially for the XP of that kill, getting that lane reset because of Y dying, Arme himself's gonna be very happy.
It's a good trade for PSG.LGD, for sure. Like, no doubt about it, he is going straight into that Battle Fury. Just feels so good to have, and every single time it's pretty much the same item. Skill build, sorry. Maxing out the Tree Dance, picks up the Void Stone to have some extra mana reach. Maybe this time around, if he wants to stay in the lane a bit longer, might be need to force to get a Ring of Health instead. Nisha needs 1 CS for level 6, wanted to get both bounties. Couldn't get it.
Prize is mine.
Nisha having an upper hand.
A prize.
Like, Earth Spirit can try to come to the mid lane because they will have a coil ready, and there's also Puck is a bit low on mana, has a clarity running.
Got some really nice targets to go on with the coil on pretty much all of the lanes. Just gonna have quite the options to choose from when it comes to trying to make that first move. Bottom lane, Matu continuing to not have too much trouble at all against Faith Beyond. Continue free farm for him down on the safe lane out.
Genki took a lot of XP from Fate Beyond. Like, Fate Beyond will just hit level 5 while Rana's also level 4. Like, usually you want to give a bit more experience to your offlaner so that he gets that level 6, especially if it's like something like a really big ulti. Bango, they're making a move. I don't think they can kill him, but yeah, he has way too much stuff. Bottle, magic 1 charges, and a healing salve.
See it for the setup on Tanisha, but the Remnant, nothing to say, not quite able to catch him. It will be fine despite 3 members of PSG.LGD coming in on this. Again, yeah, Yapsor and Zai keep trying to look for some sort of way to get onto Arme, but Arme's playing it very, very smart. Put himself right on the edge of the range that Zai would need to be able to get that set up onto him with the Gale.
First catapult, they will deal a lot of damage. Arrow does not connect.
Oh, and we're going to see the jump in. Has nothing to say. He gets him Remnant down, and no chance for Nisha to jump over to the orb.
I had no reason.
Nisha tips him, tips back. I wish they allow casters to tip.
It would get pretty toxic there.
No, but only for the good plays. Like, we can't do BM tips.
Only if we could be able to tip the viewers as well, you know. Maybe if the viewers could tip, but actually that's terrible.
No.
I
hope no one from Valve is listening.
Do not need that sort of integration.
Coil on Pango. This looks like he might drop. Does not have a raindrop. Root can't get out.
Middle tower is under attack.
Moves from Nisha are going to be very deadly. Not too many answers at all, of course, to the Dream Coil early on.
Dire's bottom tower
Trap's
is
very
under
likely
attack.
to go down unless PSG.LGD reacts with mass TPs. Yapsol, picking some levels up in the mid box there. Definitely, the worry is going to be there now for Secret. You know, Arme is at that point of the game, like game 1, where you're going to see him farm very safe defensive positions. The question is, are Secret going to be able to get together, make some sort of move that will allow them to infiltrate PSG.LGD's half of the map and slow Arme down?
They need to secure Matumba Man's farm. He's forced out of the lane. Can't really lane there. There's just too much pressure. There's no coil, so Fade Beyond could potentially threaten a kill on him.
Is under attack.
Puck has a coil ready in 15, so I expect a move with the Earth Spirit, try to get a kill on higher priority targets, either Ame or Nothing to Say. Ame just hiding in the trees, you know, knows what the monkey can do and know what he's vulnerable against, so probably gonna be Nothing to Say.
A little item pickup for Arme, to make it very safe in the jungle. Mars.
Radiant are scanning.
His favourite of the carries, just like Nothing to Say. Thanks to the move, set up there, in with the step, the Remnant. Chance for Zai to get anything out. PSG.LGD catch him off guard with the move.
Dire's top tower
Nicely
is
done.
under attack.
I see Void Spirit going for the Aghanim
Radiant's
Scepter
bottom
straight
tower
away.
is under attack.
Might backfire, like it could be good, it depends, you know, if you get caught by a puck multiple times, there are 2 silences, there's a root
Dire's
mechanic, so you
middle
need to be
tower is under attack.
very careful about that, but
Radiant's
also like if
bottom
you can
tower
farm
is
the
under
Aghanim
attack.
Scepter, you're the one who's initiating, you get a jump on puck, you get a jump on Oracle, it could pay off.
Double harm shall I
Zai
deal.
gonna head back onto the map around mid. Thing is available if Nisha finds the setup, but PSG.LGD, they're playing split up, bottom lane. Faith Beyond, 1300 towards the Blink Dagger. The commitment of the coil onto White, as Nisha will just set up an easy support kill. Same time up top, Nothing to Say, getting jumped. 2 steps to make it out. Still with the Dissimulate at the ready. Should not quite be able to chase it further, unless Nisha can get him with the silence. A little too close for the towers. Should we just have a look towards Jinkyu instead? To keep himself topped up. Yeah, and his pop.
Yeah, he's fine. Had a Fairy Fire as well on top of that, so. Moonlight Shadow ready in 60 seconds. We have not seen anything from Fate Beyond yet. He's not involved in any of the kills. Monkey King, his Battle Fury will come a bit later than Alchemist, because you know he has that extra gold coming in.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Actually, it's
Dire's top
10:45.
tower is
That's
under
the timing
attack.
for the Battle Fury on top of Phase Boots and the Soul Ring.
Radiant's bottom
stuff
tower
from Matsu.
is under attack.
Sort of start that you hope for. They were able to get in that lane setup where
Radiant structures
wasn't
are
slowed down at
fortified.
all by the
Dire's
duo
top
lane.
tower is under
of
attack.
PSG.LGD.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Grip. Pressure will finally take down the tower top. Starting to lose
Radiant's
the tier
bottom
1
tower is
on the
under
bottom.
attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sort of falling into the same flow that we were early on in the first game of this series, where Matsu and
Radiant's
Arme
bottom tower
farming to their
has
heart's
fallen.
content. This time round, though, being the Alchemist, Matsu will have that lead against Arme. We'll be able to get those items on a
Dire's
little
top
faster.
Yeah, they will
is
be
under attack.
ready a bit earlier than PSG.LGD, even though they have a Blink Dagger on a Pangolier, so I feel they should try to take one
Radiant's
fight.
bottom
The only thing
tower
you need
is
to care
under
about
attack.
is Stream Coil pretty much as a Pango, but with the Blink Dagger you can stay further away and be the one who's initiating first.
Shadow, take us.
Moonlight Shadow, they saw that. Ame was showing on the top lane.
If anything, PSG.LGD, they did have the ward on the high ground mid. They saw Secret together as 3, maybe just using that to stop Secret from, dissuade them from actually making a move as they did begin to group up. Still Secret, they're trying to get into the jungle, see if they can find Arme. Arme's got a lot of backup by his side. Zai scanning things out. Fate Beyond, he's going to look to lead in on this with the Rolling Thunder. Straight over towards the 2 of them. Finds the connection onto both. Zai and Puppy. Pulled out by the stun. The sleep pull up onto Puppy as well. They drop the splitter. Yapso rolling straight in. PSG.LGD begin to back off. They don't get the initiation they want as Jinkyu will be get caught behind by Nisha. Coil down. Sets up for the kill onto the Mirana.
Fate Beyond thought everyone was there, you know, needs to be able to react fast, playing into puck. Understandable why he did that.
Dire's structures are
They had
fortified.
no vision on the high ground whatsoever, but they were ready to protect the monkey.
it's working for Arme. Battle Fury done, and of course doesn't want to be shaken off the route of his favourite builder. Will still be going for that Aghanims next after the Battle Fury.
PSG.LGD, they're still respecting the fight coming up from Team Secret. They're swapping things around in terms of like item build. Venomancer not going for Spirit Vessel, even though he gets more farm than the Earth Spirit, but Veil plus anything from the Venomancer on top of Earth Spirit is just gonna be a ton of damage, so Earth Spirit, like, you need to have the Spirit Vessel. Overtime damage is just gonna be great against the Monkey to reduce the healing. A lot of value coming up from this item for sure.
It's gonna be a bit of a question if Secret can bring some action to Arme before he has the Ags and the BKB, right? That's the time, you know. Arme with the Ags on the way that he's working on, he's going to have no interest in turning up to team fights until he's got these next 2 items done.
Exactly. Like, maybe if they use a couple of their abilities, the kick will not break the coil, but they'll still get the kill.
If you can.
Really got to push as much as they can here, Secret. Because they're in this stage of the game where Monkey King does not want to be involved. Tier 1 taken down in the mid lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Going to be getting himself the BKB straight up after the Battle Fury and the Sange. So.
They have no abilities that go through magic immunity, so he's going to be the king of the game when he gets that BKB. He also has the Oracle sitting behind him to be able to protect him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pango just not having a good time.
Yeah,
0-1-0.
Playing the full-on farm game, Faith Beyond. I mean, honestly, there's definitely going to be a bit of PSG.LGD. I feel that they're saying to themselves, well, if we don't need to fight, we don't need to fight. You know, the army's farming, we're happy. You know? There's the big brain stuff that's going on.
Double damage.
A little something extra.
I can get behind that. Puppy. They don't still have the setup.
A prize.
I guess they're just waiting for Aghanim Scepter on Monkey and most importantly Void Spirit. They're getting very close.
I think they do just feel that the pressure, it's on Secret to make moves before these items are out in Arme.
Oh, what a patch, man. Matumba Man, casual Sange, casual Hyperstone. Does not want to finish any of that going into BKB.
Yeah, the casual Hyperstone, definitely a bit of a different one. We're not seeing the Alps really doing that one. But hey, you know, it speeds up the farming. Clear up those crit camps a lot quicker.
Radiant's
with extra attack speed,
is under attack.
benefiting from. Smoke up from Nisha and the rest of Secret as they come to round the mid lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
PSG.LGD doing a good job of keeping the distance and never letting Arme getting caught out on the front. Always at least 1 or 2 heroes between Secret and the Monkey King.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Illusion.
On top, maybe on. We'll get got him. She leads in with the coil.
Is under attack.
This 4-man sort of killing squad of Secret are finding these pickoffs.
Just a farming game. Everyone does not feel safe to still take a fight. Team Secret feels comfortable taking this a bit more to the late game, I would say. You know, having the Alchemist, not like super necessarily late game, but they will hit their peak timing with the Alchemist being 5-6 slotted and then transition that into like towers. So they could also potentially get the Roche easily if they take one good fight. The minus armor coming up from the acid spray should be enough to bring it down.
Almost certainly look to go for the tier 2 top.
Radiant's middle tower
Aghanim's on nothing to say, now done. Team fight, potentially the PSG.LGD has stepped up. Mayfian ready to roll in if anyone does continue to show their faces, but Secret are backing up to the high ground.
Again, they're using Moonlight Shadow. This is the second time when Team Secret can't see them underneath the tower. Monkey, Axe done. Has a TP ready. If he needs to connect with the rest of the team, also has a level 15 talent, the 3 dance cast range.
Right, we go, they're ready to roll. Faith beyond.
Dire's top tower
Over
is
the
under
blink in,
attack.
sets him onto Zai. Silence coming down the middle. And it's not going to connect onto any of them though. Zai still alive for now. Wukong's command down. Puppey having a false promise himself to stay alive. Nisha gets it onto Faith beyond and Wyatt with the silence. Takes down Faith beyond. Over the side, Matsumoto cooking up the concoction. Throws it in onto nothing to say. The Wukong's command still down. Arrow. Could have connected. Nothing to say. Really focused by Nisha. Nisha's in with a burst. Take down a second. Moving over towards Xingqiu. Xingqiu underneath the tower. It doesn't matter. Secret running down. Concoction over towards Y. Secret. They're going to be able to find four by the looks of it as Y. He'll tick down to the urn and the acid spray. Secret find the fight. The PSG.LGD they do choose to bring to them. Arme trying to get involved. Doesn't matter. Secret proving to have the better power at this moment.
They were not able to take down Oracle straight away. Puppey managed to get the false promise in that team fight. I felt like they had enough to do it. They just thought someone else is going to clean up.
Yeah, we pretty much see that. I think that Arme goes for the balance strike onto Matuma Man. Doesn't quite catch Puppey, so Puppey able to get that false promise off and survive and provide that extra bit of potential for the team to turn.
And yeah, once they start to slow you down, Zai was saving that ulti, didn't even need to pop it. In the end, it was pretty much just on Mirana, I believe. And yeah, they cleaned them up. The overtime damage with the Veil of Discord, the chase potential coming up from the Earth Spirit is just too high. Alchemist had a 10-second BKB in that fight, didn't even pop it. Dire using a scan, they think Team Secret is inside the pit.
Yeah, interesting decisions to be made from Arme. So he's not queuing up the BKB next.
He had it queued up.
He did have it queued up, but then he was like, right, team, if you're gonna die like that, I'm going for the aggression. We need more damage. We'll see if he does start to pick up bits of the Daedalus. It's what he's got queued up at the moment. Loves to get away with this bit. Secret to the pit. Roshan likely to be there. It's very hard for PSG.LGD to make any sort of steal happen. Fabian and nothing to say would be the ones to jump in. Secret a little hesitant on committing fully for the Roshan.
Yeah, it seems like they're bailing.
Yeah, they're going to look towards some kills. Xingqiu been found up top. Force break Coil will turn him down as over towards the mid side. A poison onto Y. Y's going to have to take a long walk back to base here. He may even just tick out, and he does. It's too much for the Gale still on him. But
now they can go inside a pit and finish off the Roche. Acid Spray still not there, but with the AC, there's some minus armor.
They'll be able to do this reliably. Secret. Opportunities for PSG.LGD to interrupt this whatsoever. Secret off the back of that last fight and picking up this Aegis. They are now hitting those timings that they're going to want to do their best to abuse whilst PSG.LGD isn't quite ready for Arme to turn up to the fights.
Matumbaman just feels a bit too strong right now to fight into with the AC, with a 10-second BKB. It's really hard to bring him down. They have no abilities that go through magic immunity, and he doesn't even need to pop a BKB early on. Has Aegis, has false promise coming up from the Oracle. Puppey with the Philosopher's Stone, that's gonna allow him to get an item. Oracle, if you don't get involved in the early kills, the hero doesn't really flash farm. You need to be fighting, getting the last hits because of those nuke damage that you got. Amen. Crystallis for now.
See if you can get away with finishing off the full Daedalus for feeling the pressure to pick up the BKB. And in this sort of game, do you like the decision from him to hold off on the BKB purchase after, especially the way that last fight went, where they weren't able to get the kills? Or is it risky?
It's super risky. They take one fight against the Alchemist. You just have so much damage on the towers. It could be tricky, but if he can get away with that, nothing to say.
River, try and turn and tries to play aggressive into Yapsor. He's going to have quite enough damage. He's now going to be able to get out of it. Yapsor actually lands the silence. Now be enough to set up for Puppey to nuke him out. They get the kill. Xingqiu also ticking down to the poison. He's going to get taken out as well. Zai finding another. 2 dead on PSG.LGD. Secret, they can continue to come in with this push down the mid lane.
Also, one big issue that they have with the team fight this time around, they don't have abilities to just keep them inside Wukong's command. Because Pangolier, he's having a rough one. He's not been involved in a single kill, 0-4 and 0 so far. That didn't go for Maelstrom, so you're not going to be able to scale.
Radiant's top tower
He's probably
is
dead
under
once
attack.
again.
They've got the stun. I mean, I think you're looking to the future, because now he's 0-4 and 0, 0-3 and 0 before. You're calling KDA before it even happened. So,
Showed on my screen,
yeah,
I swear.
Radiant's top
don't
tower
let the
is
public
under
know about
attack.
your time-traveling capabilities.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That's
Dire's
faster.
middle barracks
This is
are
gonna
under
be,
attack.
seems like 3 set of
Radiant's
barracks.
top
I don't think they
tower
can
is under
test
attack.
this. Still, Aegis up and running for 2.5 minutes.
They just can't get in on it. Arme, it's too risky. Arme's just going to get dream coiled. Nisha, he's just going to be able to take the jump, stop the fire underneath the tier 4s. And then with the follow from Concha, Matthew's just moving in. Arme is in so much trouble, there's no way they can help him as Arme's dead.
That's it.
And
They
they call
call
it. It's over. They actually just call it. They see no way of getting themselves back into this game. A secret, they'll take this game too.
And they're like, wow, they called GG.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising. They could have
surprised.
maybe tried to take possibly one more fight.
I think
but
so.
I can also respect the earlier GG. They understand, you know, we don't have anything against